2022, 3 men went deep into the heart of Oxfordshire to look at a stone to see if it would move on Midsummer Eve.
Nothing happened.
In 2023, 4 men went deep into the heart of Oxfordshire on Midsummer's Eve to watch a stone move at midnight.
Nothing happened.
This year, 5 people went deep in the heart of Oxfordshire, not to just look at one stone, to look at multiple stones. Welcome to Stonewatch 2024.
Are you the quantum mechanics?
Yes, we are the quantum mechanics, and we're on the road again. We're on our second road trip of the year, and it's time for Stonewatch 2024. But we're doing it bigger, we're doing it better. We are seeing multiple stones, so many stones we can't even count them. Isn't that correct? I'm here with James of the Loremen as well.
Hello.
And Ben's here as well.
Hello. I've started to have a look. I can see why there's a problem counting them. There's a lot of people here.
Yes. Well, to let you know, we're at the Rollright Stones in Oxfordshire, near Chipping Norton.
Yes.
You were near Chipping
Yeah.
Norton. Now, normally, regular listeners to Stonewatch will know that normally we're at the single stone that moves at midnight. This year, we've gone bigger and better. We're travelling around, taking in multiple sites, and in a minute, we'll be telling you a little bit more about these Rollright Stones. We're going to have a count in a minute. There's a whole thing about counting the stones. We'll get onto that a little bit later. But what an amazing atmosphere! We're here. It's dark. There's a full moon. There are these marvellous stone circles around, and it is buzzing with people, isn't it?
There's probably, I would say, there's about 100 people milling around. It's kind of like it's got a festival vibe.
Yeah, it's like being at Glastonbury without the music, just a kind of, in a cornfield around us at least. These incredible ancient stones. Actually, while we're here, I'll just ask James. James, how long have these stones been here?
The Whispering Nights that we're going to go over to have been here as long as the oldest pyramid in Egypt.
Wow.
These ones, I think, are a bit newer, like 1,000 years newer.
Yeah.
But they're still about 2,000 or 3,000 years old.
It's amazing. So yeah, there's people, lots of people sitting within the stones for their magical powers. There's a road lay-by or going alongside of the site, and that is just packed with cars. People have put up little tents. They're just sitting in chairs. They seem to be smoking cigarettes, don't they? A lot of them. And yeah. So it's a really lovely vibe. Would you not agree there, Ben?
I'm feeling pretty relaxed, to be honest. I really like it. But we should probably we'll go and find out about the legends of it and fill people in. If you missed it, I put a photograph of this up on our Patreon just a few moments ago.
Cool. So yeah, have a look. You can see this amazing scene that we're really enjoying at the moment. So we'll catch you in a minute.
We're here at the Rollright Stones, and I'm here with the quantum mechanics, as ever. We got Ben, we got Pete, and we've got today with us the Psychic Sidekicks. There we go. We've got Nikki and Trudi with us, and we are here at the Rollright Stones. And now, guys, what do you know about the legends of the Rollright Stones?
Apart from the formation of it, you can't count the circle. You can't count the stones in the circle.
No, there's 3 areas. There's 3 main areas. There is the King Stone, which is just behind us. He's lurking over there. We've got a wonderful full moon. So we've got the King Stone, we've got the King's Men, who are the ones that can't be counted, and we've got the Whispering Knights. And the story is that there was a king who wanted to conquer the country of England, and he was here with his men, and he got here to just opposite Long Compton. He was moseying along with his army, and then a witch turned up and said,
Just turned up.
She just turned up.
Yeah.
And she said, 7 long strides you shall take, and if Long Compton you can see, King of England you will be. And he took 7 long strides and got to here, and then a big mound rose up out of the ground, which is what we're actually standing on. And it blocked his view of Long Compton, so he could not become King of England. And then the witch carried on the rhyme: stand up, stick, and stand still, stone. King of England you shall be none. And they all turned into stone. So the king turned into stone here, the king's men just over the way, and there was a little group of traitors who were conspiring against him, and they're called the Whispering Knights, and they're a little way off over there. And now what we've done today is we've all counted the stones, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
And we haven't told each other the number we've got to. We're going to reveal it now. Oh, guys, sorry. It's either really good luck or really bad luck if 2 people have the same number. The story is that you can't count the stones the same time 3 times.
Right.
So
we've done it once, but there's...
we've each done it once.
Yes.
And we're going to see if any of us have got the
there's
same
5 of
number.
us. Okay.
So who wants to go first?
72.
Oh, 72.
68.
74.
67.
I had 73. Oh. So that's hopefully not bad luck. At the very least, it's not bad luck. And the story is, back in the day, one time a baker baked 75 loaves of bread, and he was going to put each one on the stone to mark out where the stones were. And he started going around the circle, and he ran out of bread, and he realised that the fairies were stealing his bread. So he got back in his cart and bombed off as fast as his horses would take him.
We did bring some bread.
I bought some bread.
We bought some bread, but there are a lot of people here today. People have been having a really nice time enjoying the longest day or the shortest night?
Longest day.
Longest day, so
Longest
therefore the start of the shortest night.
I've got pate.
We brought some pate though.
And
so
why?
Pate.
Waste not, want not.
So
And-
we wouldn't know if it was the fairies or just people who are here who'd taken the bread, would we? If
Or-
we'd done it.
Or just Ben
Or just bread.
with some
his
pate.
I really like bread.
The guy loves pate. What do you got to do?
And is there a number? Is there a number it should be?
There is not an official number.
So none of us know if we're close or not, but we all got a different number.
We all got a different number, which is good, because if you get the same number, it's meant to be very bad luck.
Okay.
Or very,
very
good,
good
luck.
luck.
Or very good luck.
just don't know which.
We don't know. We're not going to find out. So
Do
this.
we get implicated just because we're close to the people that counted the same?
Oh, I don't know. That's a very good
mild,
question.
mild, indifferent bad luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. So that has been Stonewatch 2024 Part 1. We're going to head off. We're on a ley line road trip now. We're going to head off to the Hoar Stone in time for midnight to see, because as we know,
It's
at
gonna
midnight,
move.
the Hoar Stone
As it
goes
does every
down.
year.
As it doesn't every year.
Yeah, yeah.
It
We're still
goes
going to
down.
do that countdown, though, right?
Yes, of course.
It's going to happen this year.
Goodness gracious, of course we will.
What a lovely vibe. So, this is the Kingstone, right? Is this the one we're looking at?
This is the Kingstone, yes. So this is the oldest of the stones, as James was saying. So if you calculate it out, this has been here about 5,500 years. Which, as I was saying when we were introducing it, it's older than the pyramids, this one.
This is which is why they've put a little fence around it, whereas the other ones you can just wander like a pixie through them.
Yes, yeah, well, that little fence, that'll keep out marauders, won't it?
We're also joined by Trudi and Nicola, our psychic sidekicks, who are on the believers' side of the quantum mechanics. Trudi, we need you. So you have had a little walk around the stones. You guys picked anything up? Any vibes?
I used some dowsing rods and I asked, do I need to go to a certain stone? And I was pointed to one stone, which was actually one of the smaller stones on the outer circle. So I just went over there and I stood outside of the circle and it pointed to the same stone again. So I've come away from there. Energetically, I didn't connect, but the dowsing rod seemed to want to go to that particular stone.
Wow.
So I don't know what was going on there, but
I think for me it was interesting because as you go around and touch the stones, obviously they're stones and it's quite late at night, so they're cold. But there was one, in fact, it was the one right next to Trudy's, but it was the bigger one that was really warm, like to the touch. It was really, really warm. So I'm like, okay, either someone's just been leaning against that for quite a long time, or the fact that this one is cold, that one is really warm. So it was just like that. That's a nice tingly one.
You're not the first person to notice this. So Trudi and I have been reading this Paul Devereux book, written in the 70s, updated in 2022. And it's Paul Devereux is the founder of the Dragon Project. And the Dragon Project were the first people to, in modern times, to think there might be some more power to these stones than we actually think. And so from 1977, they were bringing equipment down here to look at electrical fields, interference patterns, and the people were falling asleep in the middle of the circle on purpose to see what dreams they had. But one of the things they did notice was interference for electrical equipment, which is why I thought we should bring the TQM communications kit with us.
Which I've got in my bag, which we still haven't used yet.
We'll get it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're talking about temperature thing. Me and James, when we were walking a little bit ahead of the rest of you,
Did you notice
cold,
the
isn't
temperature
it?
the really
down here?
cold temperature
Yeah.
drop. And I know that's probably because it's just, it's a different part. But it's not that far away from the other bit. It was noticeably lower. I'm not reading anything into that, but it was noticeable.
Yeah. We
But
were
it's
noticing
higher.
that.
It's higher and more open at the spot we're standing on right now, and it's warmer. It's as you come
it's
in
that
through the
down
gate
bit.
and it drops sort of down the path, that it's freezing. It's really cold.
Yeah. Well, like a rolling stone that gathers no moss, we're going to move on to a different location, are we not?
So here we are. Peter's already told you that we're at the Rollright Stones on the 20th of June 2024, and there is a full moon, and this is the summer solstice. And there's a very special reason for coming here. We normally go straight to the Hoar Stone and we examine that one particular legend. But the reason for coming to the Rollright is that this has inspired people beyond just simple legend. And back in 1977, Paul Devereux, who is well known really now in esoteric circles, he started something called the Dragon Project and was quite lucky to obtain actual funding from people, not just goodwill, but real money from people to come and investigate in a scientific way the power of these ancient monuments, because for years people had spoken about, perhaps it had healing powers, perhaps people saw strange orbs in the sunset or in the sunrise, and he put a group of people together to actually conceive experiments which would prove one way or the other whether there was anything going on. And to cut a long story short, the Dragon Project, you can search for it online. It doesn't hide itself away. Unfortunately, their website appears to be down at the moment. But one of the things that they did, apart from observation experiments, was actually to use the power of the human mind. And quite often they would ask volunteers who were sometimes medical doctors or scientists from the Oxford University just down the road, or even just friends of the group, to have a studied sleep in the middle of the circle, for example. So they would be interviewed, they would bed down, they would be observed while they were sleeping, and then they would be interviewed when they woke up about what they dreamt about. And the team and Paul would try to determine whether there was anything of significance that they had dreamt. Now, obviously, here we are, we're surrounded by people, we can't do that. But what we thought we would do is, as Peter has said, on the believers' side in the people that we work with, Trudi and Nicola decided that they would give themselves a guided meditation in the middle of the circle. And they are not alone. There are a number of other people who are also standing around this place. I guess stereotypically it smells of like joss sticks and interesting cigarettes, but there's a reason for that. There's people who really want to experience something different. And so a few moments ago, I picked up with Trudi when she'd come out of the circle, and this is what she had to say.
Yeah, so sitting in the middle of that circle was very, very strong. The energy is very strong, very gentle energy. I could have stayed there a lot longer, probably all night actually. How can I explain it? It's just very peaceful energy. And I've been working with dragons in the last 4 weeks, ever since Ben mentioned about coming to the Rollright Stones, and the energy I'm working with now has just got stronger and stronger and stronger. And just walking into that circle, the connection was just very much like a feeling of a coming home, in a way, a coming home to, wow, yes, you're welcome and you're safe. And it was like a hug, just a little, like a little hug with the wings of the dragons.
So this might be an unanswerable question, but do you think that the energy is caused by the building of the monument, or do you think the monument was there to mark the energy that already existed?
I personally think the energy was already there, and people work with that because thousands of years ago we worked with the earth's energy, as in we got up when the sun came up and we went to bed, and the same as hibernation in the winter and stuff like that. We work with the seasons and we work with the earth. So I think that then the energy then gets created. If you go and celebrate certain times of the year, like the summer solstice, the energy it's like portals. The energy vibrates more and more, and you can dance and, bless the earth and stuff like that. So I think it was in the ground anyway, so there are sort of energy lines there anyway. But then with the people, they've blessed it and made it stronger. And then all the stones, it's like they're all over the world, aren't they? They've created that sacred space, because it's a sacred space.
So it's a ancient earth energy that has been enhanced by the concentration of human energies throughout the years.
Celebration of the seasons and life itself. So the blessings of like the food and the earth and the weather and everything.
So after all, Paul Devereux did call it the Dragon Project, and that was for a reason. Where do dragons come into all this?
Dragons are beings of same as angels, same as fairies. So they're life and light beings, but they go right away around the universe on the matrix. We used to work with dragons eons ago, thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, and they're only just coming back into people's energy work now, because they are very strong. And the earth is in need of healing. Not just the earth, the universe as well. And we've all worked with dragons in the past, and they're now coming back in force to help us and to guide us, to help heal the earth.
So, to the layman, they're an elemental spirit.
Yeah. So, but on a different level again, just a different level. So you'll get an elemental spirit on a blade of grass, and then you've got the dragons who can do amazing things all around the universe. But then they can come to the earth and help heal. But they need our help. They need the humans' help as well, because we have to lighten our vibration and shine our light. And guide and heal each other.
Well, there's certainly a number of people around here that appear to agree with you on the energy. Thank you. So, as well as Trudi being in the middle of the circle, Nicola, did you go in the middle or did you walk around?
I walked round the circle. I walked to the middle with Trudi, and it is really interesting that as you walk towards the centre, you definitely feel like you're kind of being pulled a little bit towards the centre of that. And I sort of said, it's like, say, it's a great night to be there. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of people. It's really good. But actually, I'd quite like to go when it was maybe a little bit quieter and actually do exactly that. Sit there, connect yourself to that, because I think you'd get a lot out of it.
Were you sensing human energies or earth energies, elemental energies? Was it similar to what Trudi was mentioning, or did you feel something different?
For me, it was more about the people that were there. You were getting a lot from the people, because everyone's got all these different expectations. You've got to kind of try and filter that out a little bit. So that's why I think it would be easier for me, obviously being a little bit, less practiced than Trude. For me, it's more difficult to filter that out when there's a lot of people around. So I'd quite like to do that when there's, a bit more chance to kind of sit there and concentrate and maybe even have a nap. Who knows?
It's interesting. So you're actually getting sort of interference from the people who are alive and walking around, not the dead spirits there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We thought we'd pop in and say hello to the Whispering Knights down here, the conspirators, over a little walk away, isn't it, gang? The gang's still here. I haven't lost the gang. And yeah, we've got the moon over there in the background. These are the Whispering Knights. This is part of a, what were you saying, Ben? Is it Neolithic? Neolithic. So this is as old as the pyramids, the oldest pyramid. And I believe, if I remember correctly from when we did this as an episode, this is as old as beekeeping. Wow. Yeah, well, yes, wow. You're right to wow, actually, Pete.
I've got a quick question about this, though. So these ones are a long way away, in my mind, from the other ones. Is there a reason for that, or were they part of the same circle? They moved? What's going on? Anybody know?
I think that is a reason lost in time, and the story attempts to make sense of it, I think, would be my explanation.
Okay.
James, would you concur?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Thank you, James. I would say these ones here are quite a way away from the other ones. Is there any kind of reason for that? Is it?
Well, according to the legend, they're the Whispering Knights. They're the conspiring against the king.
So these are the ones who conspired. So they've either come here to hide or have been banished.
Well, they were whispering at the point when the witch turned them all into stone.
Okay, so hence they're here.
Yeah, but yeah, they're meant to be a similar burial thing to the Hoar Stone, which is where we're going to head to now.
Let's go. So we've just arrived at the Hoar Stones for Stonewatch 2024. This is our usual location, but we have been around, we have been visiting other stones, and I thought because we were ramping it up a bit for Stonewatch 2024, I thought we could go international, and I could tell you about some international facts and other facts about stones. And this is from research from the Human Origin Project. The oldest standing stones, it says, are ancient. Thanks for that clarity, Human Origin Project. They're located in modern-day Turkey. It's the oldest stone circle site, dating at least 12,000 years old. They're called the Göbekli Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah, you heard of those? The oldest recorded standing stone site, so old that it dates to the boundaries of when humans were thought to be hunter-gatherers. So, again, it's that question of how they were made, I guess, comes up there. The site, this is the amazing thing, the site is 50 times larger than Stonehenge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's several acres, I would think.
One property of standing stones is the astronomical measurements built into them, recording the cosmos. In perhaps the best known of that is Stonehenge, which is, I guess is where you get the solstices where people gather. The other bit that made me think about something Trudi was saying earlier about the kind of vibes and the feelings, and I think Trudy's going to lead us through some kind of meditation experiment in a minute, so we'll see if this is true. But there is something about the magnetic properties of stone circles. The Human Origin Project say that the purpose of standing stone sites is their use of their magnetic properties. When stones form naturally, they have a magnetic signature that will always point in the same direction. Similar to that of a compass, these stones have a magnetic alignment to a specific point on the planet. For example, certain stone circles may be aligned with the magnetic qualities of the stones. Some cases, as the stones are laid out, they each point magnetically to the next stone in the circle. It may have been a way of directing of electromagnetic energy. Research into the magnetic qualities of different stone circles could reveal that ancestors understood and manipulated these properties of the stones. That was making me think about the energy that we were talking about earlier. And it also made me think of the coral castle that was built by that mysterious thing that we've covered on the podcast before, where my man built this amazing castle out of stone that's not held together with anything apart from what he said was magnetic energy. So I thought that was interesting.
We are here at the Hoar Stone in Enstone. It's Stonewatch 2024, and we're going to see if this stone goes down to the river for a drink, revealing its treasure.
For the first time to us.
For the first time in the 3 years that we've been doing Stonewatch 2024. But while we're waiting, I'm still here with the Quantum Mechanics, with Pete and Ben.
Hello.
Pete.
Hello.
And the Psychic Sidekicks. There's Nikki there. And over here's Trudi. And there's lots of cars shooting by, because despite it being a B road and the middle of the night on a Thursday, people are driving by.
The B stands for blooming.
So, we were just at the Rollright Stones, and I had another story to tell you about the Rollright Stones that I didn't do at the time. But, so on Midsummer's Eve, which is tonight, tradition has it that the witch that turned those king's men into stones and then later turned into a tree is supposed to be active. She's an elder tree over there, and apparently on Midsummer's Eve, if you cut the tree, it bleeds blood.
Ew.
And what happened, apparently on one Midsummer Eve, people formed a ring around the king's stone whilst one man cut the elden witch, and as she bled, the king's stone moved its head. There's all sorts of dancing festivities with cakes and ales on Midsummer's Eve. Girls would go one by one to the Whispering Knights to listen to them whispering in hopes of divining their own fate. And there was someone there, wasn't there?
There was
someone
there.
there.
Yeah.
But
Her fate was that her dog was going to jump up and eat my pate.
the pate is... What's the pate situation?
It's half gone now.
Half gone now.
It's been half licked.
The fairies were said to dance around the Kingstone coming out of a hole nearby. The knights, the king's men were supposed to, at midnight, rise up and dance around. And according to friend of the show, The Folklore of the Cotswolds by Catherine M. Briggs, an old man, Will Hughes, claimed to have seen them, and his widow, Betsy Hughes, knew the hole, and as a child used to put a stone over it to keep the fairies underground. And people would take chips from the Kingstone as a fertility charm, I guess, and keep it there. And those are the Rollright Stones. But that's not where we are now. We are here back at the Hoar Stone. I'm just going to give everyone a quick recap about what we've got here. So behind me here, just down here, this is the dog. Good boy. Just here is the man. And this big one here is his horse.
Although we're now calling the man the dragon.
Apparently it resembles a dragon, and hopefully it doesn't turn into a dragon at midnight, otherwise we're in trouble. So can we have a time check? What are we looking at now? Ben's the timekeeper, the Time Lord.
We are exactly 9 minutes and 12 seconds away.
We're 9 minutes and 12 seconds away from the man, presumably the whole lot of them, going down to the river to have a little drink. We should have put someone down by the river.
To see.
Well,
you
hang
think
on, we're going to notice, aren't we?
You'd think we'd notice, to be honest. Very good point. Very good point, Ben. He's on time and logic.
Unless it's like Schrodinger's cat, you know what I mean? Like Schrodinger's stone. It's in two places at the same time.
Is that what Schrodinger's stone is?
It is now.
It is now. Great.
I have to say, being back here compared to the Rollright Stones, which was great and really good vibe, but this feels like, you know, being back with an old friend or rekindling an old love coming back here on Midsummer's. I don't know if anyone's feeling the same. I feel this feels homely here now.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
I know after 3 years in a row, I know what I'm doing. There's a place to sit, and there's a sense of expectation that you don't get at the Rollrights. I really do feel like this could be the year.
This could be the year.
We've got more people. We've done more things.
Ben, do you want to just come over a sec? Because one of the stories about the Hoar Stone is that it is a general who died in a war, and his horse and the dog were brought along, and there's a track over there which goes across to Ditchley. And what's that called, Ben?
That's right. That is the Devil's Ride.
And as we were driving over, Ben mentioned that he knew of the Devil's Ride because you grew up near here.
I did know about the Devil's Ride. So I grew up around the Wootton, Stonesfield area, and we used to take the dog for a walk in Ditchley, which is like it's a big sort of sometimes scary wood, but it is famous for where Churchill planned the war. There's a Ditchley Second World War. Yeah, there's a big manor house there where he sort of hid from the Germans. There's bomb craters all around where the Germans tried to get him. But we would never go walking in the Devil's Ride because 3 bodies were found in, I'm going to say mid-80s. I was quite young when they were found, and they never found the killer, but they did find the bodies. And my mum always said, if they found the bodies and never found the killer, we're not going there. I don't know why she thought the killer wouldn't come a little bit further down and perhaps jump upon us and kill us there if they were so inclined, but no, we could never walk there. But it's called the Devil's Ride.
It is the Devil's Ride, and that is the path that there is a ghost that's supposed to still walk it to this day, or till the 70s, because that's when all my books are from. Ben, you were saying you think the stones have been a little bit cleaned up.
Well, they have. If we look over there, they look a lot more neat and tidy than they used to be. Right over here, Nicola's got a little EMF device.
What's EMF?
Unbelievable. It's I think you should ask. Electromagnetic force. So it's basically if there's any spiritual activity, theory has it that it might set off this device.
Oof. Okay. Is it doing anything at the minute?
No.
Not right now. Not right now.
No.
But they've still got time.
We've still got 5 minutes before something's going to happen. I've also noticed, every time we've come in the last 2 years, there's been little trinkets and things left out. There's none this time.
Oh, I spotted a 50p.
Oh, did you see something?
Oh, there is a coin.
A coin?
Don't take it out.
I'm not going to touch it. There's a 50p.
Yep. Well.
And a mini monolith.
There's a mini monolith.
Yes,
a mini
here.
lith. Down here.
Very Blair Witch.
Oh yes, there's a Blair Witch thing going on.
A mini cam. Ooh, there it is. We've not touched it, of course.
Yeah.
Of course not.
I'm definitely not touching that. It is 3 minutes.
3 minutes away. Okay. Well, one of the other tales of this stone is that it was put up to commemorate a French wedding. I'm not sure if it was someone marrying a French person here in Enstone, or maybe some French people decided to get married over here in the Neolithic times.
So that reminds me, last time we were here, we did some remote viewing, didn't we? And you picked a French wedding as your target, I remember.
I did.
Because of that.
Yeah.
And I drew Concord.
Which is a joining of the French and the English. And maybe that's how they got here.
Yeah.
On a Concord. Just over the way there is Lydston, which is, the eagle-minded listeners will remember that's the home of the Snuffling Beast. And I've found out recently that there is a monument, an ancient monument over there near where the Snuffling Beast was spotted. And Lydston has its own stone in it, which is apparently leads to the name of Lydston, and it was Lud's stone, and it is apparently where King Lud was crowned, because apparently King Lud was from Lydston, but it's unlikely, that one, I'm afraid. I don't think that stacks up with history.
90 seconds.
90 seconds,
I can feel
okay.
the tension building.
Should we
gather round the stone?
Do you want to gather round the stones? Let's get some light on them.
Get some love. Hold on, I'm just going to...
I think something's going to happen this year. I'm feeling it this year.
I really think I should have monetised this.
Nicola's going to knock it over.
Sorry, no, I was
You don't want to stand there. You don't want to disappear with it.
Oh yeah, because
Health and safety. Move back.
so the stones will reveal a treasure.
60 seconds.
They will reveal a treasure, and if you try and get that treasure, the stones come back really quickly and squish you. So I don't know if we really want to get it. Where are we now then? What's the time?
We need a 10-second countdown.
45 seconds.
45 seconds. Should we just have a little silence for the stones?
30 seconds. There's an owl. 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Nope.
Just kick it.
Nope.
No.
No.
Sorry, Stone Watchers.
What's that definition of insanity?
Stone Watch 2025.
yeah. We're here at the Hoar Stones, as we are every year for Stonewatch 2024. And last year we tried some remote viewing. This year, Trudi is going to try and make us try something different. Are you, Trudi? Can you explain what we're going to do? Because I'm not quite sure. I'm standing by the stones and I'm going to touch one in a minute, but I don't know how far I go after that.
Okay then, so I'm going to lead you through just a guided visualisation, just to connect to the energy of the ground and the stones, and maybe connect with the dragon energy. Okay, so it's literally about you trusting me, follow my voice, and then trust yourself if you sense anything. Okay, and then just go with it. Yeah.
All right, splurt it out if I sense anything.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah.
Am I going solo? Anybody joining me on this trip?
Yeah, you can all
come on in.
You can all hear, so you can join in or you don't have to join in, but just play with it. It's about play with it. Use your imagination. Use your sense of smell, inner eye, inner sensation. So as you're standing here now, feel and sense your feet on the floor. This is really important. And then with your feet on the floor, imagine roots growing down into the ground and connecting you to the centre of the core of Earth, Mother Earth, okay? And then what I want you to do from the centre of the Earth, I want you to breathe up that energy and feel it bubbling up through the roots coming from the centre of the Earth and connecting up through to your feet. And allow the energy to come up through your legs and coming up through to the centre of your heart. I want you to bring this connection of Mother Earth to the centre of your heart. And then from the top of your head, at the top of your skull, I want you to imagine a little loft door opening, like a little attic door opening up at the skull of your head to allow the light from the universe to come down through the top of your head and come through down through your third eye, which is between your brows, and then down through to connect with your heart. So now you've got the connection of the universe and the earth energy connecting together in your heart center. Now the heart center is where the dragons are going to come from, because it's all earth energy and universal energy and ley lines and whatever you want to call it. Now with that feeling coming from your heart, I want you now to visualize the floor below you. Imagine it now sinking down into the earth. You're safe. Imagine us lot in this circle, and the earth now is sinking down to the center and going deeper down into the earth. And the stones are coming with us. The stones that you're standing with now are coming with us to the center, down into the earth. And it's all safe. And then you feel a little shudder as you land at the core of the earth. And then you sense the stones becoming lighter. And then you feel the vibration of the stones almost coming alive. And then from behind the stones and from behind you, you sense an energy, a power of a dragon. The dragons are strong, but gentle. They're not dangerous. They're here to guide you and to understand the earth, all the energy, the ley lines. It comes right the way through to the matrix of the universe. But today we are grounded into Gaia, into Mother Earth. But allow your senses to connect with the stones, with the horse, with the man and his dog. And see if you can sense any vibrations, any colours, any smells, any noises. And just ask one question. What can you tell me today that I need to hear?
Okay. Wow. Mine went a bit weird at one point. There was that bit you were doing where it was like coming out the top of your head, and I got this kind of really dark sky with like thousands of stars in it. Then it went a bit wayward, Trudi, for me. When the dragons came in, this sounds really weird.
Yeah.
They were balloon animal dragons. They were red, but they were balloon animal dragons. Don't know what that means. And there was that bit going down in the earth, and then they popped when we kind of went down for that bit. And I'm not making this up. Then it got even weirder because I was with the Stones in Westfield Shopping Centre, just in the middle of Westfield Shopping Centre for some reason. And then I thought, this is really weird. I don't know what's going on here. And then I kind of lost my way a bit on the last bit. So the visualisation of the dragons didn't come there. Although I could feel the Stones quite that. I did feel like I was... And your question, my question was I need to do more meditation. I think that's what came out for me at the end. But yeah, that's a bit of a weird bunch of things, but that's what happened for me.
It was using your imagination, having fun with it, yeah?
Yeah, the dragon party balloon animals was a bit weird. That was a bit kind of strange.
So do you think with the Stones in the shopping centre, oh, who knows, maybe you're going to sell your books there.
Ah, there you go.
You're going to be signing away your books.
I love the way I could meditate to a merchandise opportunity. That's fantastic. Right, I'm going to go... Somebody give me a little bit of light. I'm going to go over and talk to Ben and see what he had, if anything.
Really bright, didn't it?
Did you have Westfield Shopping Centre or something else?
No, I didn't. I didn't have any shopping centres. That was quite weird. One of the distracting things about here was those owls. Those owls just didn't shut up. But I actually got like... and you never know if it's psychosomatic or what. I just got lots of butterflies in my stomach, really. And I've...
Feeling or images?
No, feeling. And my feet felt very hot. But I don't know. I couldn't... It was a feeling rather than a visual, I think. And I think it was just because I kept getting distracted by the mating fowl over there. But no, I felt something going through me. That was weird. That was quite weird. I will say that was quite weird.
Did you have a question? Or, was it a question or an answer?
You were waiting for an answer to come.
Yeah, any answer?
No, not really. No, although I just feel very peaceful here, and I feel like that was amplified, which is weird because we're supposed to, potentially standing on, and not in a sacrilegious way, thousands of dead bodies potentially.
Right.
But yeah, no, it did feel very nice.
There was a bit actually where some big car went past when you were talking about dragons. It was very atmospheric. Yeah. They did sound like dragons to me.
Red lights going.
Yeah, with the squeaky brakes. Yeah. Nicola, anything for you? What you got?
I quite like the fact that I'm obviously sitting on this rock, so I feel quite grounded anyway. But to me, just kind of doing that whole connection, for me, obviously, I think the energy is very, very powerful here. And I know that there's people that have been standing here watching us, like, all evening. and you can kind of just, that was it for me. I'm just like, again, getting a little bit distracted, trying to like really focus when I feel like somebody stood like over my shoulder. I'm a little bit like, okay, that's fine, you stay there, I'm going to stay over here and just concentrate on these rocks. But yeah, it's quite an interesting thing.
James, you look like you were nodding off at one point there. Anything for you in that experience? What was that like?
Oh, it was very peaceful and very relaxing. I was looking up at because we were underneath some trees, so I was looking up at the leaves and just getting a bit of pareidolia, seeing some faces in the leaves that looked like just some quite peaceful people napping.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
And when you're doing that, Trudi, do you get stuff coming to you, or you're just so focused on what you're doing?
No. So I intuitively work. So the dragon came, so that's why I said.
Okay, that's why you led it that way.
Yeah, that's why I led it that way. But it was interesting because I was going to just send you guys with your roots down, but the stones wanted to come. It was like the stones needed to come down as well, because that's when you're going to see the energy of the stones, because obviously this is a very dense energy here on Earth. Yeah. So coming down into the you can call it the imagination, or but working with the energy, you're going to get that different. You're going to get the different energy, like your bubble dragons.
Yeah.
It's you.
Well, when you said that, I thought about. So they came down with me to Westfield or the shopping centre. They literally came with me. So that's kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah. No. So that's it. Yeah. But it's just about connecting with them and allowing them their energy, and allowing them to tell their story. So the only way you can do it is to have fun with it yourself and play with it, and trust what you're seeing, because your imagination is good enough to do that, and that's how you start working with your energy.
I wonder now, so last year we did the remote viewing, which is kind of similar thing, tapping into the energy and stuff. Then we've done this year. Are we putting energy into the stones when we come here?
Yeah, well, actually, Nicola's comment about, about spirit being around, about people being around, I think it's because it's a very respectful thing, what we're doing. Yeah, so there's no disrespect. So it's almost like they're looking on and going, yeah, this is cool. So, this is okay. They want to do good by us. They want to do, we're trying to bless the earth and bless it's a sacred space at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we respect that. And and Nicola's saying that they're around here, then it's like we've got their blessing because we're respecting the place as well.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for doing that. I thought that was really interesting. Really relaxing, the whole thing. But thank you for leading us through.
Welcome.
What would you call that? What you just did?
That's just a visualization. So you can go a lot deeper. You can go a lot more with the imagination and stuff. But just that's a visualization. But an intent. It's intent. Yeah. So where you think about the energy goes and all that. So. And it's all for the good as well. So it's all heart work, this.
Yeah.
So nothing, this is not like a cult, and it's not black magic, and it's not all that. This is all heart work, because the land needs healing. And that's what it's, that's what the dragons are here for, to help us, to guide them into helping to heal the earth.
Brilliant.
And
So that visualisation exercise seems a good way of ending Stonewatch 2024. It feels like a fitting way. We're all feeling kind of almost relaxed and energised. We've done the Rollright Stones. This stone didn't move at midnight, but we were moved by the stone. How about that? Yeah. So Trudi, thank you for being with us. I hope you've enjoyed your first time at Stonewatch. Has it been good?
Oh, I have. I'd love to be back.
Excellent. James, well, how would you rate Stonewatch 2024 in the past history of Stonewatches?
Oh, it's in the top 3.
Well done. Nicola, Stonewatch first time, how was it for you?
It was great for me, and absolutely would. I think 2025 is going to have to go on the calendar, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have to up our game for 2025 again. Ben, how's it been for you?
It's been much more peaceful than previous years. I think last year felt a bit frenetic, because we had so many experiments to do. I think next year I'm going to bring the dog.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you all for listening. I hope you all enjoyed Stonewatch 2024.
quantum mechanics?